Warning: this video contains adult situations, adult language, and adult content. Not made for kids, especially under the age of 13. Don't make me call your mommies. God damn it. Hey, what's up guys? Rob here from Movie Review Time, and welcome. Here we go. My top 10 worst films of 2019. This is going to be controversial, like I said in my last video. If you haven't seen my top 10 favorite films, definitely check that one out. But you know, usually I do honorable mentions or dishonorable mentions. Not going to do that because the next video after this is going to explain. So, let's get on to my top 10 worst films of 2019. And like I said, this is just my personal opinion. I'm not here to start a war. I'm not here to bash people that actually like these films. If you do like some of these films that I mentioned, that's awesome. I'm glad that you can enjoy them. I really am. So, I respect your opinion. Hope you respect mine. Starting with number 10 is Hobbs and Shaw. This movie is a waste of time. It's a mindless action film, which there's nothing wrong with mindless action films, but this movie is so stupid that I just can't believe I wasted my time with it. It makes no sense. I mean, it's a spin-off from the Fast and the Furious movies, but it's ridiculous. You have Hobbs and Shaw working together, which they shouldn't have anyway because of what Shaw did to Han. I don't know why people let that slide, first of all. Which they did in 7, and then in Fate and the Furious, you know, he comes back as a character. It's just... Ugh. Hobbs and Shaw is a spin-off, and only because Rock wants to have his own movie. He wants to take his shirt off and flex his muscles and hit people. He hasn't done that before. It seems like he does that in every single film. It doesn't change. And the fact that he's the Rock in this, at least when he played Hobbs in Part 5, he was a different kind of character. When I saw him in Part 5, he was Hobbs. He was not the Rock. Okay? When he appears in these Fast and Furious movies, he's the Rock now. He shaved his goatee thing he had going on. He's a different character. It's like he changed. Like, I'm just going to go as the Rock. That's all he does. You have Idris Elba in this who plays like the Black Superman. That's what he calls himself. He's like this enhanced, super enhanced guy. What the hell? Like, this is way too outrageous. Like, this doesn't connect with the Fast and Furious movies. This is nothing like it. Okay? The Rock needs to learn his place. He joined in Part 5, okay? So, they didn't need to do this. This was just unnecessary and stupid. That's just my opinion. There were some cool fight scenes. I'll give it that. It was entertaining in those parts. But it was just stupid all around. Number 9, and this is going to be controversial. Number 9 is Child's Play. I've seen the movie twice now, and I just cannot bring myself to like it. I can't. I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. When I watch it, I just think it's stupid. The doll looks retarded. Mark Hamill as the voice was fine, but again, why not make their own film? Why call it Child's Play? Why not just make a film about a killer doll, come up with your own creative story? Then people will say, well, you're just trying to copy off Child's Play. You wouldn't have that problem if you would come up with an original story, an original idea. Okay? They can pull it off. You can pull it off. Calling it Child's Play is just ridiculous to me. The movie had a couple of good kills. which that's not enough to save the movie, but that's about it. Aubrey Plaza, I thought, was useless and just kind of just like blank the whole time. Yeah, I don't really know what more I can say. I don't understand how Child's Play fans of the originals are liking this movie. I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, if you do like it, that's fine. I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying I don't understand. I can't understand it. I don't know. The fact that we're still getting the original series, I'll admit, like Bride of Chucky and them, they were stupid movies. I liked Curse. My favorite movies are Child's Play 1 through 3. Perfect trilogy, in my opinion. The other ones, I don't really care for them as much. Curse was okay, but the other one, Child's Play 1 through 3, awesome. Now, yeah, the fact that they're still doing the original series, this is just kind of slap in the face to me. Like, they didn't need to do this because they're still going on with the original series. So, I'm looking forward to the original series stuff. I hope it's good, but I can't get into this. I'm just being honest, okay? If you don't like the honesty, then I don't know what to tell you. Number 8 is Terminator Dark Fate, or Dark Fart, because I thought that's what this was. It was a dark fart. You got Grandma Sarah Connor, walking around with these other... She just shows up and starts hunting Terminators, just showing up, getting coordinates from a T-800 who's living his life as a decorator because he has nothing else to do, because in the beginning he blows away John Connor. John Connor is out of the picture now. Now it's this new girl. That's not how you pass the torch. Okay, that's not how you create something new. You don't just kill off one of the most iconic characters, especially in the franchise, and just expect to just wipe the slate clean and start off new. You don't do it that way. I'm sorry. Oh, Edward Furlong's back in the movie. Yeah. Oh, man. He had like one line of dialogue and he's dead. What a slap in the face. What the hell, man? Minus a few cool action scenes, this movie was terrible. It was terrible. Why can't they get Terminator right? I don't know why it's so hard. James Cameron, oh yeah, this is the official sequel after Terminator 2. This is it. This is the one. Just like he said Genesis. I think he's lost his marbles. Like, honestly. That's not how you pass the torch. Why not have the girl work for John Connor, be like a first lieutenant or something? Make her character more interesting. You don't have to kill off John Connor. That's stupid. God, what a waste. What a wasted opportunity. You get Edward Furlong back to do what? To fucking kill him. Come on, man. Number 7 is It Chapter 2. I wanted to like this film. Actually, I was really anticipating this movie. Unfortunately, it was way too long. I wasn't really creeped out like I was for the first movie. I actually liked the first one, but this one, it just falls flat for me. I didn't care for some of the CGI moments, especially that Paul Bunyan part. What the hell was that all about? The casting choices were pretty good. I liked the adults, but then again, it didn't have the same impact as when they were kids. And a lot of people will say, well, the original miniseries did the same thing. I actually like part 2 of the miniseries, the original one. I actually thought the casting was better there, and I actually thought the situations were better. And there was actually some creepy parts, like when Stan goes into the house and that flashback and he comes down the stairs. That was awesome. They didn't have any of that in It Chapter 2. None of it. I like the spider part in the miniseries better than how they killed him, how they killed Pennywise in this, where he's like a baby. Like, they weren't afraid of him, so they just walk into him and be like, oh, you're a stupid clown, and then he shrinks into a baby. Really? Whatever. The first one is the best, in my opinion. This one just, yeah, it just fell flat. Anyway. Number 6 is 47 Meters Down Uncaged. I thought this movie was kind of dumb. The first one was okay, but this one, it's like they get stuck in this underground cave system that's underwater, and there's a shark in there that looks like he's blind, but he's just swimming around. They go out to this hole, and they can't get up, and there's like 3 other sharks that join this one shark. So there's more sharks. And they're stupid. They like go explore, and they you know, they're like, oh, let's just go have a good time. And it's one of those typical cliches where someone shouldn't be doing something that, you know, someone does something that they shouldn't be doing, and then they end up, you know, in trouble. Of course, then you wouldn't have a movie. I think Stallone's daughter's in this, actually. The third act, where they try to get to the boat, that was actually probably the best part of the movie. When they're trying to get to the boat and these sharks are coming at them. That was actually the best part. Other than that, I can't think of anything memorable. Half of the time it's too damn dark and you can't even see what's going on when they're in the cave system trying to get around, swimming. They're panicking and there's a shark, but you don't know what's going on. You can't even see what's going on half the time. So I was just kind of like, oh God, I was bored. Anyway, number 5 is Men in Black International. You got Thor and Valkyrie working together. That's funny. Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson. Nothing wrong with them as actors. They're really good. But this movie, it was dumb. It was so stupid. There were some Men in Black moments. Okay, when you we're watching certain scenes, there were some callbacks to Men in Black. Okay, there were some certain things you're like, oh yeah, Men in Black, of course. Other than that, it was just dumb. It wasn't memorable. There was a lot of dumb things. Just stick to Thor Ragnarok. Okay, that's the better film. Number 4 is Pet Sematary. A movie that claimed to be like the book, but it's not. Because they changed one major thing, which in my opinion was the stupidest thing. Instead of the little boy being hit by the truck, it's the girl, the daughter. Okay? What's so scary about that? I thought the kid coming back was scary, and it was more devastating when he got hit. No matter what age you get hit by a truck, I mean, it's devastating, but I'm just saying it was more devastating in the Mary Lambert version. Okay? Mary Lambert did it the best. The thing they did in the remake that was a little bit better was they explained what's going on with the burial grounds. They explained that there's this demon. What was the demon called? I think Wendigo or something like that. How that's like the spirit or whatever. I like that. I wish they would have, you know, dove more into that. I like John Lithgow. I thought he was good. There's a couple conversation with the daughter and Lewis that I thought was pretty good. But then again, Lewis in this movie was like a wooden pillar. He was just like, say hi to your daughter. There was no emotion. Lewis in the original Mary Lambert version, he was great. He was all emotional all the time. The ending was okay, but all in all, this movie was just a waste. Zelda was not scary at all in this. She was scarier in the Mary Lambert version. Okay. Pet Sematary 2, which was also directed by Mary Lambert, was awesome. And I'd watch that movie over this remake. Kids walking in the forest with masks on, like, what the... I'm sorry, this movie was... The potential was there, but it was just wasted. If you want to watch a scary movie, watch the original Pet Sematary. Number 3 is The Silence, which is a Netflix movie with Stanley Tucci in it, which is basically like A Quiet Place, but A Quiet Place did it better. But you got these winged creatures that look like bats. They have these weird mouths that, you know, eat people. They kill people by sound. You know, if you make loud noise, they swoop down and kill you. That's it. So they're walking around all quiet. Then there's this religious group that just shows up out of nowhere. So stupid. I don't understand what... That's all we need. This religious group. God. Stanley Tucci gets this machine that, you know, eats tree branches and spits out the chips. He activates the machine, these creatures fly into it and start dying, start getting cut up. He does that for a little while, then stops, and then I don't know if the machine broke or what. I'm like, you could have just used that machine and just got rid of all of them that are flying around. Number 2 is Escape Plan 3. I don't know why Stallone feels like he needs to make escape plan movies. It's almost like he's lost his marbles. I don't know. There are plenty of sequels to movies you can make, Stallone. Why not a Cobra sequel, or a Tango and Cash sequel, or a Cliffhanger sequel, or even Demolition Man? People are like, even if they're not going to have Wesley Snipes, you could still have Spartan in there. Why not do that? But no, we got Escape Plan 2, Hades, and then Escape Plan 3, The Extractors. Which is not even about escaping prison. Or escape... I believe Devin Sawa was in the third one. That was probably the only good thing about it. And then Stallone's all pissed in the third one, like automatically. He's like, come on! Escape Plan 1 wasn't even worthy of a sequel. Escape Plan 1 was okay. It was more like an action thriller. It wasn't even a lot of action, except the third act. But who in the right mind was like, watching Escape Plan like, you know what? We need to make sequels to this movie. We need to make this into a trilogy. You know that? That brings me to my number 1 pick. Number 1 worst film of 2019, in my opinion, is I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu. That movie was terrible. It made me want to fucking hang myself. Like, honestly, jump out my window. 2 stories. Down, on the ground. Boom. I actually have it. Because I bought it as a blind buy. Right here. I don't even know why I own this thing. Same director, Camille Keaton returns as Jennifer Hills from the original. She comes back and these people want revenge on what she did to the guys in the first one. They want revenge. They kidnap her and Jennifer Hills' daughter. And Jennifer Hills gets a chance to kill these people, and she doesn't. She gets a gun, she just runs away. Her daughter gets kidnapped. This guy takes her out of the van. She's like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she just walks off into the forest, and he's just sitting there, and he's like, what are you doing? What? What? What is going on? Like... The kidnappers are in this van and they're like, oh, we're going to go to New York and we're going to open a flower shop. Like, I'm going to open a flower shop, man. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What the hell? This movie is... I'm going to give this away for free. Fuck this movie. Now, I mentioned that I didn't see every single film in 2019, so there are probably some real stinkers that I'm not mentioning. Like, I'm sure the Black Christmas would be on here. I didn't see it. Charlie's Angels would probably be on here too. I didn't see it. There are a lot of movies that I just didn't care to see yet. That would probably, they'd probably be on this list. These are just the ones that I've seen that I really did not like. Spit on your grave. How about I spit? Anyway... Quick recap, go over these again. Number 10, Hobbs and Shaw. Number 9, Child's Play. Number 8, Terminator Dark Fart. Number 7, It Chapter 2. Number 6, 47 Meters Uncaged, or 47 Meters Down Uncaged. Number 5, Men in Black International. Number 4 is Pet Sematary, the remake. Number 3, The Silence. Number 2, Escape Plan 3, The Extractors, and number 1, I Spit on Your Grave, Deja Vu. Tell me in the comments what you think of some of those titles. I'd like to know your worst films of 2019, your top 10 worst. If you want to list those in the comments, or even make a video response, that would be better. Let me know your top 10 worst. But like I said, this is just my opinion. Like I said, I'm not here to bash anybody who likes any of those films. That's fine if you like any of those films. That's great. I'm glad someone could like them. And everyone has their own opinions. And so, yeah, I just hope you respect my opinion. I respect your opinion. Just leave it at that. So, anyway, guys, stay tuned for my next video because I'm going to talk about some movies that didn't make the top 10 list and movies that I actually enjoyed when it comes to the year 2019. So stay tuned for that. Subscribe for more content. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Rob signing off. See you guys in the next one.